Hey guys, good morning. I have my coffee here. It is 7:50 a.m., so let's get to planning. Um, okay, let's get to recording. Sorry, I had to pause it for a second. Where do I want this? I guess I'll put it here. Let's expand Wednesday because today is Wednesday and I want to, excuse me, kind of only look at Wednesday. That was weird. I didn't know that. If I could did that to all of them. All right. Um, let's just zoom in. Sorry, my brain is working a little slow. I'm actually really tired. If you guys are teachers and are feeling the same way, then please comment below. I don't know what it is about early February and just knowing that March is around the corner and it's going to be ridiculously hard. Let me. All right. So most of my students were able to finish the diagnostic yesterday for reading. And I asked them, I did a temperature check. I was like, how do you feel about just kind of coming in tomorrow? And those who like or absent can do a reading, and those who are, are done can begin their math diagnostic. And they were pretty like good about it. They were like, yeah, let's just get it over with, and then they can have the rest of the week to not worry about it. And I think that's a great idea. So here I am. So we need to do ReadWorks this morning. I think um, that's fun and easy. They can listen to articles on audio. I almost wanted to say audiobooks. So I will assign ReadWorks. I don't know what this week is about. It's not Harlem Renaissance anymore. Um, we'll assign ReadWorks. Then at 9:15, it's really short. So then they're going to move my class. And then they'll come back, and then instead of doing win time and math workshop, I think what we're going to do is link these. Yep. And let's take this iReady diagnostic. And so it's either reading or math, depending on what the student is doing. And then because I want to give them a little extra time, I don't think we're gonna. And that's a good question. Okay, so I am going to leave writer's workshop open because I think I want to do writers, or depending on how students go, and I'll take a temperature check before we go to lunch, but I might do the diagnostic continued. Let me think. 10:30, 11:30, so it's an hour and a half. I wanted to do the diagnostic continued and it just be a really relaxing day, but I really think that we could do some writing. I think we could. So I will leave that open. Gonna underline this. By the way, excuse me for anything that I misspell. I always tell my students I don't care about spelling, just sound it out. And they're like, I don't care about typing. I know what it says. So, we're on week 4. This is a really cool TPT resource, by the way. It's daily language, and it's great because it kind of goes into each week. It gets like for example, week 1 was about idioms, and then they talk about prefixes, and then each section is the same. So one is about nouns or pronouns or something. The second is about prefixes, and it's the same prefix all week. It's an idiom, it's the same idiom all week. And then they correct a sentence, which is really amazing because last semester we spent a lot of time correcting sentences. All right, so I didn't share with you who this is from. That's a good question. Who is this resource from? Do they have a thank you page at the bottom? No. I don't know. It's called, even though it's our second semester, I wish I would have started this at the beginning of the year, seriously. Because then we would be way on and I'm like late. But I have my students for fifth grade. So I'm planning on giving them second semester at the beginning of fifth grade. And that might sound a little cheesy, but I don't see anything wrong with these skills. I think they repeat. I don't know who this resource is by. I just go on TPT and type in daily language morning work, and then you will see something like this that's broken down. It has a front and a back. These are really awesome. Continue. Okay, so I don't know. Either we're going to continue working on our drafts because our publishing party is going to be February 24th. And it's the 8th now, so I just want them to have a adequate amount of time. Or we're going to continue our diagnostic. But then I don't want to have science because we did do a lot of work today. We're going to have choice time again for their hard work. And I don't want to bold that. I just don't. Okay, so moving up to ReadWorks is the one thing. So, mind you, Readers Workshop is so short on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. If you see, Wednesday we have movement class, then Thursday we have art making class, which leaves Readers Workshop time here, and then Friday again we have movement class in the morning. And so Wednesdays are that day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So let's go to ReadWorks. I usually go into Clever. Oops. Let's go into Clever. Where was I going? ReadWorks. Okay. Sometime today. And I go to assignments in progress. Oh, I think it's already scheduled. Okay, so go back. So this week we are doing, yes, February 8th to the 15th, they are doing an article of the day where they read about world mountains. Let's see what the articles look like. The importance of mountains, mountains as barriers. This is great. How mountains form. This is great because it has everything to do with our science, which is about like the birth of rocks or something. So this is really great. Okay, hopefully they'll find this interesting. And so basically what they do is they find 3 facts. And they have this really cute little craft notebook. It's just blank paper. They were super cheap when you buy them in bulk, and they put their post-it notes in it. So I get like it's practice taking notes, it's practice annotating, and all they do is write 3 interesting facts that they learned. Some are good about putting it into their own words, some are just copying it down. I only have less than 30 minutes to get this done. So okay. So I really don't, like, I just don't have time to be all up in their work. Okay, so I think I need to make an assignment. Okay, and ReadWorks is World Mountains. So what I do is I go to Google Classroom, I take this, and I'm gonna try to open it in a new tab so I can copy and paste it. Oops, distraction. So I'm gonna take this, go over here, and then make a new assignment, paste it. We don't want the orchestra. We're gonna do a reader's workshop. 0, it's ungraded. And then let's call it, what is it called? Mountain View? World Mountains? That is not how you spell mountains. And so what is this called? Oh, I put the dates. Okay, World Mountains, February 6. Oh my gosh. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to 2/10. Okay. And then I go over here and it's the same link. So copy link address. Let's see if that works. Okay. And I'm just going to assign it because by the time they get this, there it is. By the time they get on their Chromebook, they'll be needing to log on immediately. Okay. So another thing that I set up is I have an anchor chart, and it's labeled World Mountains, and then the kids come up and they add one of their favorite interesting facts, and then we just have this like big book of knowledge, basically what ReadWorks suggests that you do with the article a day, and it kind of just builds the funds of knowledge. So if you see here, it does read them the article. So I think it's great. It gives access to all different kinds of readers. All right, I think that's it in a nutshell for my schedule today. It is 8:02. Oh gosh, sorry. Wednesday's a little difficult. Yeah, so that's it for my schedule. I'm gonna zoom back out, make this smaller. Okay, and yeah, morning meeting is the same. Movement class, that's my prep time. We'll work on I diagnostic during this big chunk, and then they'll get a break, go to lunch recess, quiet time, and then I'm not sure if we're gonna continue the diagnostic or do writer's workshop. But if we don't continue it, I think what I'll do is I'll erase it from the schedule, and then I'll just say, I don't really know what we're gonna do yet. And they're always like, what? Yeah, and then they should be happy to hear that there's choice at the end of the day. So I can also manage behaviors that way too. All right. All right, everybody. Have a great Wednesday. It's hump day, and I will see you tomorrow.